since I've been struggling with autism, anxiety, and depression, I am doing my best to deal with it, and I'm doing my best to do what I learn in counseling. I take my medicine, and I do hobbies here and there. I do more of playing mobile games and watching some videos and a little of being social when we can and when I can. And here and there, I put pieces together in my puzzle. Here and there, I knit and crochet. Here and there, sometimes, occasionally, I might color. Here and there, I make myself food. I still do my laundry. I still, like, do hygiene when I can. I still, um, I still remove the trash from my room. I still sweep the floor in here, even if it's not the regular amount that we usually do it. I'm at least still doing it. Uh, like, like enough, or I'm still doing it to where things don't build up, or so. And I've been doing other things too, like do a little sewing, hem on dresses that are too long for me, and using my breaker boxes and so I do still do things, and I sometimes go to the heights with a friend to swim here and there, and I sometimes here and there visit another friend, so I I am doing my best to do things, but most importantly, when I am struggling with mental health, autism, and fatigue, and I can explain why this is happening because I learned from counseling why I am feeling and doing what I'm doing. But most importantly, sleep and rest and taking it easy is the most important part because of it's our mind and body needs it, especially when we're dealing with this. And I also tend to feel weak a lot, like in my arms, probably because like the autism and anxiety is using a lot of energy, so is the depression. Excuse me. Oh no, I don't want to have to do that on the video. But I learned that depression is like a energy saving mode, kind of like when we turn off the lights at home that we're saving electricity, but there's nothing wrong with doing that. I'm saving energy so I don't do more damage to my brain or my mind or my or that area up there because I tend to feel more sick if I try to make myself do stuff, and I have proof to back this up. All of this stuff started my senior year of high school, and when I was still forcing myself to go to school, I felt so sick. I felt exhausted mentally, and then having to finish school on time. It was really rough. And then something else what made me feel more sicker is certain people were being very mean to me about my mental health. Not at school, but at home. But don't worry about it. It's done and over with. At school, they were pretty supportive, so that's good. Luckily, I graduated on time, so after that, I got a bunch of rest and sleep. That helped. But now this stuff is bothering me again, but at least I can sleep and rest. so, um, So if that's what I need to do, that's what I need to do. And no one could tell me not to. Because I will do, like, things that are more active or more healthy, like when I can. Because I do still get up and do things. It's not that I'm sleeping and in the bed 24/7. I do get up at some point to visit with Papa or do a hobby or walk around the house or things like that. Yeah, I will explain the science of everything. What I learned about the amygdala was it is responsible for um, detecting danger or like protecting us from danger, and it's supposed to keep us safe. And uh, but with an anxiety disorder, it's working a lot of overtime uh, because of because an anxiety disorder causes that. I also got told back a long time ago humans needed that more when they were in a different environment than we are now. Because now in this life there isn't really that much, at least I don't think that much as there was back then. I mean, still there is, but things that we would need to use our amygdala for, uh, but I'm not really in those situations. But since I have an anxiety disorder, the amygdala, uh, is like, it's like a smoke alarm going off whenever it's extra sensitive. Like, like for example, if someone is toasting something and if it's smoking but it's not on fire, it might just smoke like send the alarm off even when there's not a fire. Back to what I was saying, I had to pause the video. Um, well, I think with the example of trying to get others to understand what how my anxiety is to something they could understand better is like like if we like happen to burn toast and then if it smokes and sets an alarm off but there's not a fire, that's more of like how my anxiety is. Like if something triggers me, like if someone says something, then I kind of get really anxious and go in a panic attack even if someone's not trying to be mean, because there's a lot of like science that goes into this. Um but that's just how anxiety is. It's like a alarm that goes off when it doesn't really need to. Because I'm trying my best to manage it, but there's going to be several mistakes and mishaps with getting a chance to control my anxiety. Sometimes I have very little control over it. I don't necessarily want to say I can't because my friend tried to get me out of saying that, so I need to try to rephrase it and think what word to use. Maybe I should say that sometimes I can control my anxiety. That's better, so that I could say more of a I can, but then put sometimes in front of it, which still is so I'm saying that I can instead of the I can't. That is also what I struggle with anxiety, because I freak out and I panic when something gets too hard. I freak out. This could also be the amygdala talking to me. I get told something new to try, or I get, told something challenging, and then for some reason I just freak out and go in panic mode because my amygdala feels like it needs to get set off even if it doesn't. And that's what happens. And I don't mean to be annoying. I don't mean to be negative. I don't mean to refuse to do things. I don't mean to get out of doing things. Because I am trying my best. And I'm doing what I can to limit the anxiety I have. That doesn't mean it's going to go away. That doesn't mean I'm going to still have it. That doesn't mean I'm going to not have mishaps with it. Like if I have a panic attack or say something that, like, freak out over intrusive thoughts, or get angry at something, like, and say something, like, that doesn't mean that that's not going to happen. I can try my best to make that not happen, but that doesn't mean it will be totally erased. I don't want to have to do that, but when I have an anxiety disorder, all I can do is manage it better. I know we shouldn't say I can't, but sometimes we're not able to do every single thing there is to fix a health issue. I can only do the basic stuff, like to try to talk and think positive, and to try not to talk and think negative, or to try to recognize if someone's telling me something or suggesting something that I need to think and hold back and think. Don't say that I can't, but then I need to say maybe it's too hard. I try my best, but even if it's not what someone wants to see. Because, like a loved one recently encouraged me to go out of the house more and do things, and that I should force myself if I don't want to. But the problem with that is, like, if that's going to backfire, make me anxious, then I need to stay at home and rest and take it easy, because I don't want to set my amygdala off in public or anywhere. I don't feel safe with that. Going, like, I just, and plus, if I do still do things, like, but if I do need to rest and sleep and relax, then I'm not gonna force myself to do something that I need a break from, because then it's gonna make me anxious. So, just everyone, no need to force me to do something, because I do still do my hobbies, as in, I have, like, coloring that I did a little bit. So, I mean, it's not like I'm never doing anything. I'm just, did I color in this one yet? Not yet. But still, I like this one, like, over time, like, I've been doing things. It might not be as much as you guys want me to, but it's still happening. Like I might have colored in this one. Like, where is it? Yeah, here. Yeah, see, I've done a little coloring over time. I mean, I've, like, kept things organized. Like, my friend gave me this. I stuffed it with colored pencils, and crayons. Like, I am still doing things. And I bought this, and then I put, like, markers and colored pencils and more markers in here. And I recently made a song um, so I've been doing things. That puzzle that's right next to me, I did a little work on that. I've been using my breaker boxes, and even though it's not going as fast as I want it to because I need a rest, I'm working on making a sweater for myself. And I've like and a little while ago I made these like coasters to put my drinks on and or to give away, and over time I've been working on this scarf. Like I do things like here and there and all of that. Pillowcases and bed stuff I put up on the shelf, and I've organized the shelf and things like that. So I know it might not seem like I'm doing much, but I am still doing several things. Just because I'm staying at home does not mean that I'm doing totally nothing. I'm not going to do totally nothing. I'll get bored out of my mind. So whoever is thinking that, please get that out of your mind, because I am doing things. It might not be what you want to see. It might not be what you want to hear. It might not be whatever, but I'm still doing stuff and I'm taking care of me. I'm staying at home. And the reason I don't want to go out of the house as much is there's a few reasons. My anxiety, having autism, being in social situations, not being around people who might not know how to handle me. And then plus I need to be at home anyway, just in case I get anxious. I need to be at home with all my coping skill options with my as needed medicine. After taking that though, it makes me very tired, so I can't be out in public, I can't be out in public and then take my medicine, then get so tired and can't come home right away. And in the community center I like to go to, I'd rather go with a loved one. I don't feel comfortable walking up there because I don't want a stranger to bother me. I know I've walked up there before, but I just feel more comfortable going with a loved one. There's reasons for this. It's because my amygdala and having special needs and everything, because I also learned that having autism, my amygdala is more sensitive, because I learned that I pay more attention to detail. I pay more attention to sensory stuff. I'm more into things than most people are. And that's why I'm more sensitive to this anxiety and depression stuff and everything that's trying to mess with me. So trust me, I know what I'm doing for me. So don't get concerned that what I'm doing for myself is wrong or not working, because what I'm doing for myself is working for me. Because if I try to do what you are saying, it's not gonna work. I've tried before, and it doesn't work. I get anxious. It makes me more sick. So I know you all are trying to help me, but please stop telling me to do things like that. I will do it if I could. Just please and thank you, for the love of God. Just please don't keep telling me to do this, do that, do that. And then also don't criticize and judge me if I don't do what you suggested for me. Like, just because I'm not going out of the house as much does not mean you have a right to say, well, you're not going to feel better. Well, blah, blah, blah. That's not true. Because I am doing better. My counselor even noticed that. I am doing better, and you want to know why? Because I've been getting plenty of rest. I've been taking it easy. I've been doing things when I can. and I'm not being hard on myself. Although sometimes my anxiety does it, but I make sure to give myself some grace and just get a break. 'Cause all of this is tough. I know you can't see what's going on inside of me, but it is what it is. Like, please try to understand, accept, and respect me, because this is just. It's just. I just don't understand why you all don't get it. It's really, like, painful, hurtful to not be understood and know that I'm trying my best. Like, I understand trying to suggest things to help, but I get out of the house as much as I can. So, and as much as I feel comfortable, it may not be as much as you want me to, but like I said, I've been doing things around the house a little. Even if I'm mostly resting, I'm not just sitting there doing nothing. I've been playing these mobile games. They're good for the mind to play these like puzzle games. The same as doing a puzzle here, Jigsaw. I like to play those other games too. And I like to watch videos for entertainment, look a little on social media, trying my best not to too much, because then I don't want to run into something that would upset me. And then, because I had to unfollow some groups I was in because they were posting things that were triggering me. Because I was in autism groups, but I guess since I was struggling with the same, kind of the same things, about the same things, then it triggered me and made me anxious when someone else just like me was struggling. Because I guess I felt it. That's why. And it was just making me upset. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. It's just gonna. Whatever. I'm just sick of how this world treats people with autism. Also, just because I have high functioning autism does not mean that I don't have deficits, does not mean that I have a lot of struggles that need to be respected and accepted and understood. High functioning more just means that I can basically talk and I can do things with my hands. I can think, I can put together puzzles. That's really, and other things, that's really what it means. It doesn't really, because masking is so freaking exhausting. Like, don't even tell me to mask. I'll turn around and fart in your face if you tell me to mask. It is so hard. It's so mentally draining. I tried that before. It's just, I'm not able to do it. Don't criticize me that I say I can't do that, because some things we just cannot do, and that's just people gonna have to accept it. I'm not being negative with that statement. I'm being really truthful. Sometimes we cannot mask ourselves as an autistic person. Sometimes, not for everyone, but some of us, like for me. I can't do it. I tried. I mean, if I did do it, I'm sure I could, but if I did, there would be a lot of exhaustion, sickness, tiredness, blah, blah, blah. You want me to feel like that? Make me mask myself? You want me to feel like that? That's gonna make it worse, so no. I'm not doing anything to make it worse. So, just don't make me do anything I'm not comfortable with. And don't keep suggesting the same things for me over and over and over and over again, because I get the idea. I know exercise can help. I do it when I can. I walked around in the Richmond Heights Pool Lazy River the other night for some minutes. I didn't time it, but it was probably like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or something like that. And sometime last week I might have went on the exercise bike for just a few minutes. Like, see, I'm trying my best. And if you all don't want to believe me, then I guess you don't get time with me, because I'm not going to sit here and deal with someone who's going to pressure me and make me anxious. I get the idea that everyone wants to help, but don't keep nudging at me. Just please believe me. I'm trying my best. I'm doing what I can. Please. I don't lie. I'm not a liar. The devil may lie to me, but that doesn't mean that I'm lying. And sometimes there is things that we have to take care of in life, like me, getting rest, taking it easy, and all that, because I have autism, anxiety, and depression, and I need to do it. And I do what I can. And sometimes that has to happen. That doesn't mean I'm being negative. That doesn't mean that the devil is lying to me. That means that I need to do what I need to do, and I know what I need to do. I'm responsible. I never have stopped being responsible. I'm just responsible in a different way now because I'm adapting to how I'm feeling and what I can do. So, you all better not pressure me. I'm just saying. I mean, just warning you, even if you're not doing it, I'm just giving you a reminder. Please, I don't want to go on a mental crisis. Don't do it to me, please. I'm too pretty and too good to be judged like that. Okay, I might want to go on to the rest of the brain science. Well, actually, I forgot to mention. Oh, and then diet makes it. Well, I'm doing fine on diet. You all don't have to worry about that. I eat a variety of stuff. I still eat vegetables. I still eat fruit. I mean vegetables. I said that wrong. Sorry. I still eat meat. I still eat like all kinds of different foods. I don't just eat junk food. I mean, and I drink a bunch of water. I just received another water jug for Christmas and now I've been using both. So don't even think that I'm dehydrated because I'm not. I drink plenty of water and I eat healthy enough. I would not say that my diet is bad. I mean, yes, I do treat myself to things here and there, but I know I do it in smaller amounts. I'm not doing it in those large amounts that would be concerning. I would know if it's concerning. It's if I had stopped craving it and kept going, but I only do it when I crave it and then stop whenever I am not hungry for it at the moment. Or if I feel like it's starting to make me feel a certain way, then I stop and take a break. See, I know what I'm doing. And yes, I still eat real food. And I still drink water. So don't worry about my diet. It's fine. My computer tried falling asleep on me. I didn't know what happened, hoping the video wouldn't cut off. To prove to you something, I just ate peas and macaroni for dinner. And if you don't believe that, come over here and look in Papa's kitchen and in the dishes if he hasn't cleaned it yet, and even ask him too what we had. Just I'm just yeah. So I'm trying my best on that. And I know when you all say doing something helps, well, yeah, I am doing stuff. I may not be as much as you want to see and not as much as I want to do. I'm making a video. But let's see. Cuz there are things that I wish I can spend more time on, but I need rest. So I cannot keep up as much as I want to. I mean, yes, I could still do those things, just not as much as I want to, because I need rest for the reasons I just explained, and I'll explain more. This video is getting so long. I might as well do a part 2 of this thing. Okay, so I'll do a part 2 after I show you some things about what I've done, because you all need to see what I've been doing before you start judging me. So, yeah. See, I've knitted this scarf. I finished it up. the other day. So I knit as much as I can with how I'm feeling. I mean, I get it. I wish I can do it more, but I need to listen to my mind and body. And then I've hemmed these dresses because these are grandma's old dresses that she's not going to use anymore. And I hemmed them because they were too long because I wanted to wear them if she's not going to. So then I've been doing that a little bit. Not as much as I want to, but see, I'm doing what I can. So what more can I do? And over time, I've painted a picture of a Care Bear, and I've painted on these, and I could add more to these. So I'm doing the best I can. I hope it's good enough for you and me.